many houseplants have you killed so far, or in the process of doing so? Watch these tips and fear no more. Hi, I'm Sai, and I'm also an absolute beginner when it comes to houseplants. So I find it more valuable to share these tips because I went through a major trauma when I had to see the plants just die off, not knowing what is wrong with them because they don't speak. But now that's the deal here. There are signs, there are tips, there are things that you can do to avoid this trauma. First of all, when you get a house plant, do not repot. Do not repot. That's the thumb rule. You have already changed the environment for the plant. They have to adjust to the new environment contrary to the one they had in the nursery. So give them time to settle, give them time to understand that the environment has changed. So while they're settling down, you can make sure that you're not doing the repotting and trying to put it into a new place. The second part, overwatering or underwatering for that matter. Water is a very essential part for any plant, especially since they're indoors. You are actually going to be giving them that water that they need. And I come under the category of overwatering because I have actually nearly killed plants because of giving them over water. Now, how do you know how much to water, how much not to water? It's a very simple thumb rule. Put your hand into the pot, and if it comes out clean, meaning you need to water. If there is soil around your finger and you feel it moist, do not water. Okay, the next thing that you have to do is give it sunlight. If you're trying to keep a plant, nowadays the people say these plants need zero light. There's nothing like that. Every plant needs light. Whether it's the green leaves or whether it's any colored leaves, they need light for photosynthesis. We learned it in school, isn't it? They could be low light plants, but plants need sunlight, direct, indirect, in whatever way possible. Okay, now coming to the next point, that is another point that is essential is please have holes in your pots below, nice big holes for the water to just drain in. Please do not directly put into a pot like this. So what happens is the plant will keep sitting in water and finally the roots will rot to death. And what will happen is they will start drooping and you'll feel they need more water, more water. You will keep putting on water and that is like a death sentence for your plant. Okay, there's one more thing that's very important, especially when you're getting plants which are the tropical plants. They need a lot of humidity. So if you have a house where the heater is on during the winters, it's sad. They will die. They will just wilt and become yellow, and you will not know what is happening to them. So, there is a way to get this done. You need to get a humidifier or place them in your bathroom, but make sure there is a window in your bathroom. The next one that I wish to tell you is fertilizers. When you see a lot of growth happening, new growth that is happening in your pot, you need to ensure that you're giving them the essential nutrients. Ideally, what they're taking the nutrients is from the soil. So you need to put the fertilizer into the soil, not onto the plant. Okay, the next thing that you have to make sure is it's a living organism. It could be attacked by insects and fungus. So always make sure you check on the leaves, check below the leaves what is happening to them, especially if the leaves are big. Wipe them off the dust because they need to photosynthesize to get their food. Otherwise, they'll get suffocated and they will die. So, if you're going to watch your plants, water them only when they need. Keep a good drainage, fertilize them, keep them clean of insects, and give them sufficient sunlight and humidity. They are going to be happy. And please, please, please do not repot immediately. Only when you see the roots coming out, totally out like this. That means they're not having enough space and they're coming out. That is when you have to repot. And please do not repot suddenly into a big pot. Just grow by one size. So I hope these tips are useful for you. And if you have any queries, you can put down in the messages. I'll try to reply to you. These are my tips. I lost some plants, and that was my major learning from my mistakes. And I just hope you all do not lose even one plant in this process. All the best to your plant journey.